And when you say the Kriya Shema, it has to be sufficiently audible that when you say it, you hear the words that you're saying. Let's say you just mouth the words, right? But you don't hear yourself speaking. It's an argument. It's machlos tanoim. Does Shema mean you should hear what you're saying, or Shema means whatever language we rule, like the opinion. Any language, you can be yotze in any language. Doesn't mean you have to hear what you're saying. So therefore, but you have to articulate it. You have to mouth the words. Meditate the Kriya Shema, not yotze. Right? The eye read it. Eye reading it is not good enough. You have to actually say the words, even if you don't hear yourself speaking. At any level, yotze.
You can hear your inner voice if you want to know.
Those are the guys take medication. Take guys over there in the voice.
Shema Esrei. You have to hear.
You're supposed to hear yourself speaking. Somebody else.
It's like Kriya Shema.
The exact same thing.
Oh, okay.
Exact same thing. Whenever you daven, you should hear yourself
Right.
speaking.
But you could
But
do it.
Hero Israel doesn't mean you should hear, right? Hero Israel means you should, Jews, listen, you should understand.
What about if you daven yourself? Who are you speaking to? Right?
I'm saying.
Some people speak to themselves.
Understand Jews. Hashem is our God, He is one.
Yeah, Shema Yisrael. It's a declaration.
Not here, like in the sense of...
Right. No, there it does mean Shema Yisrael. It's a declaration. If there's anybody hearing, you must hear it. It's a combination of both. First, we're learning Shema B'Loshen Toshamea. We're speaking whatever you understand, or it means it should be audible. Okay?
I don't understand.
Everybody's off. You kept the windows open this morning. What's going on?
What goes on in the house is valet.
Not talking carbon monoxide and some inflammation here.
I know,
When you
the
say-
air conditioning was on, we got here on time.
Okay. Go
When you
ahead.
say the Shema, though, when you're supposed to hear yourself, how do you do that without? I don't. Is it with a voice? I mean, just practically, how do you say Shema with hearing that you hear yourself? Is it hearing?
You hear yourself speaking? When I speak to you, do you hear yourself
I'm going
speaking?
to daven Shema, and I'm going to say it out loud. Shema Yisrael, Shema.
No, we're not talking about the first post. The first posting has to be more than just, it should be audible.
Okay, so let's
You're
say.
you're supposed to say out loud.
Hafta.
Let's say a person, like person comes quietly.
Okay, so.
You hear him
Loud
speaking.
enough for you to hear. without
Your
blowing
neighbor
the
may not hear
person.
what you're saying, but you understand you hear what you're saying.
Now
So that's the inner voice.
It's not the inner voice, it's your voice, but it's so low that you hear it.
You could
But nobody
definitely
else
say
does.
it with a.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody would put his ear near your mouth, he'd also hear it. If you got close
So
enough.
same
to
as Shemona Esrei is what you're saying.
Yeah, same as Shemona Esrei.
And the Gemara talks about whether you can hear it
Don't whisper.
through the phone itself, or whether you have to hear it without coming outside into your ear. That's the distinction the Gemara makes.
That's the difference with differentiating. That's the Mechaber. L'chadchila, you actually hear it.
You have to hear it out. It has to come out of your mouth into your ear. Not
Yeah,
through
so that's audible.
Not through the phone.
The other is you're only mouthing the words.
Right.
That's where you're saying that's Shema. That's Shema.
No, Shema. That's the Shema.
How about that?
B'diavad yotzei. B'diavad yotzei.
When I
L'chadchila.
was dominating, she said that she moved her lips, right, with the Kohen.
Over there, speaking about
It wasn't noise, it was just...
no one else could hear her.
Right.
No, but she could hear herself. She was able to hear herself.
What about a deaf man?
Wait. Let's talk about the one who could hear. B'chol loshen or gimel. Tzorach midrabanan. Yeah, that's only rabbinical, because if you were saying we interpret Shema means chol loshen al shomea, so what do you even have to hear yourself? Doesn't have to be audible even to yourself. So he says drabanan. It's on a rabbinical level. That's why it's l'chadchila. B'diavad if you don't, because again, das harayim hu b'chiddush harayim hu b'dorais l'chadchila, which is a chiddush. I mean, you have to have what's the source? If Shema is being used b'chol loshen al shomea, so how do I know l'chadchila b'doraisa? See, the others, it's rabbinical because there's no source. The Ravid says, no, b'doraisa is l'chadchila. Where does he get it from? I have to know what the source is. Lashmi lo b'kriya Shema vu adin b'bichosel. Okay, this also the bichos kriya Shema. It comes reish rov, sim gimel ubelvad. Avalim here if you just I read it, you meditated it, The Chaim here lav kedibor vayin le Beer Halakha, because we were all hearers lav kedibor. Meditation is not speaking. Okay, let's see over here. V'lo shmila ozno yotza Beer Halakha afil v'kriya shma kol shkem b'shar mitzvahs k'di isa brochus v'chein posku kol ha-poskim. Right, that's where everybody rules. Anything you have to say, even if you don't hear it, b'di'evet yotze. Utmiya rabba la Shaarei Teshuvah v'abrigiyose kamasim kopehei she'etiku b'shem sefer haredim. The Rav poskim sovim d'lo shmila ozno lo yotza. He says the way they cite it seems to be contrary to it. It means when he says lo yotza, you're not yotza, it means to do the mitzvah the optimum way. When you do it in the optimum way, you have to hear yourself speaking. Right, that can't be the source. Right, because that pasuk is used for what? That you can say in any language. It's not that you should have to be able to hear it. Yotzo. Okay? No, that's okay. Further. Dalit. Imachvascholi ones acher. Kor krishma belibo yotzo. Hear this? If a person, because he wasn't well or from some other reason, he wasn't able to verbalize the krishma, and he just I read it. Right? Yotzer. Hagoah vav lechatchila yasekein imhu v'mokshe noke legamri ve'en yochel nakosa mishum ones yar belibo. Let's say he's in a location, this came up in the concentration camps. No. In terms of unclean location. You're not permitted to say Kriyashma. So what do you do? So he has no choice. That he should meditate it. And there's no way you can clean it up. You can't clean up the situation.
So you should say it without...
No, just I read it. I read it in that situation. You just think it. You think the words. But you have to meditate the words. It's not just enough saying, I believe in God. You can't... You have to actually, in your mind, you actually read the words.
Because I read stories like you have that a lot of Yidden when you see their prayers and on the train, that's the only place they could say it.
They weren't permitted. To verbalize, they weren't permitted.
Right.
But they could think it.
But that's the only opportunity they had of davening.
Wait, but he
someone's
says...
guilty for doing that.
That's what he says. But the other, he says, "V'vachla yibmakom metunaf lagamri." See, it's not. What about it? It's not fit. He says, "Imhu v'moksheinu noki lagamri." He can't really clean it up properly. But he says, but let's say it's truly unclean. Let's say there's waste, human waste there. Osla harv divrei Torah boko atinovus. You're not permitted. You're not meditating Torah. I mean. Meditating the words, I mean, you want to have a Torah in the bathroom, you're not permitted. So why is this different? Thinking the psukim, visualizing the psukim, it's the same thing, right? What difference? You visualize a Mishnah, right? Or you visualize the words of the pasuk, it's the same thing. So you have to say, so what does it mean? So if it's fit to say it, so you should say it. What do you mean? It's not noki legamri, it's not totally clean. Oh, it's metunaf legamri. Well, I've seen Mishnah Berurah. Let's see Mishnah Berurah.
What is be'etzem ino yotze? Does that mean?
Which one?
It says aval be'etzem ino yotze. What does that mean? Akosh Baruch Hu yikbal lo schar avor zeh.
Wait, we didn't get there. We didn't do the Mishnah Berurah yet. Wait. Okay. Yotze, when it says yotze, if you've meditated, lo lagamri kom. Doesn't mean yotze. You really yotze. Doesn't mean. We rule that meditation is not speaking, and if you have to speak, you have to verbalize, right? You know, it's like, a person wants to do a mitzvah and he's not able to do a mitzvah. So by making the effort, you're accredited for the mitzvah. Hashem credits you, but you're not yotze the mitzvah. If you have to be yotze the person, he wishes he could put on tefillin and he visualizes if he's putting on tefillin, but he can put on tefillin. So if you're supposed to say the words and you don't say the words, right? Meditation is not sufficient. How you yotze? It's, you get an A for effort. That's it. But Hashem sees the way you're trying and you're doing your best, so he values that. That's something Yotze B'zeh. But actually, you're not Yotze. Okay, Kishi Stalik Onis. He says, what happens afterwards? Let's say now the situation passes. Now you're in a location, it's still within the Zman Kriyishma, and you're able to say Kriyishma, and the location is clean. Now you should say it. But if you Yotze B'di'evet, what's the value of saying it again, right? Im adayin lo oves Zman Kriyishma, m'chuyiv la'as l'kroso. Haskamas rov Acharonim b'ayim Beer Halakha. Leave it to it. Same thing. You mahara them, and then you yeah. Ma'avel lechatchilo kozvataz ches. So he says even lechatchilo yasekein. Okay. So he says kozvataz means that yesh limits. Taz says from this you're able to draw, to extrapolate. Misha tzomei b'layla mitos. A person sleeping wakes up in the night, is very thirsty. She efshal litol yodav levarich, and his hands are not clean, right? Because to go wash his hands, he has to go out of the room. It's not possible. He doesn't have water available. Yahara bracha b'li b'yishteh. He should meditate the bracha and drink, although he's not verbalizing the bracha. Because of others argue it's matamo Yehuda. The re'efshul lamod ulitu yodav. What do you mean? Let him get out of bed. It's an effort to let him get out of bed. It's not an ones, right? It's not a mere person is not able. He's incapacitated. A person not well is one thing. Here he's able to get out of bed. It's just an effort. The aim done in efshim she'efshar. Let's say he doesn't have water to wash his hands. What happens if you don't have water? You take a cloth and you wipe your hands. Surface-wise, that's the halacha, right? Even if actually the hands are not clean, you touch your shoes, you have no water, and you want to daven. What are you supposed to do? You don't daven. You rub your hands either on your clothing or on the table, whatever it is. That if there's any uncleanliness, you're removing that uncleanliness. Therefore, he's disagreeing with the Taz. Okay, so therefore that person could say the bracha. What about if it's truly it's unclean? No question, like in the bathroom. When he meditates it, he shouldn't visualize the words. I'm obligated, but I'm not. Because of the circumstance, I'm not. And he should actually experience a degree of pain that he's not able to do the mitzvah. And that Hashem values. Hashem will give him schar for that thought. People drink in the bathhouse. The bathhouse is like a bathroom. It's unclean. Those people either because there's all the filth, right? Even though there's no feces there, but the filth, accumulation of filth is the equivalent of human waste. So people, they drink there, they say a bracha, whatever, they're not permitted. It's not. And what? He has to drink there. Okay, let's see
In today's bathrooms.
today. We don't meditate in Torah. I mean, firstly, Rav Henkin holds that because it's the bathrooms outside the stalls, you can even say a bracha. But you realize you go on the stop on the road on the highway. You walk in those bathrooms. You have something to hold your breath when you go in there, because the halacha is even if it's not clean and you smell it, it smells unclean. It's unclean. That's like the waste. The human waste is there. It has to be so clean. In a home, you could say it's that clean that you could say a bracha maybe, but then the toilet can't be exposed.
Why? There's nothing in it.
Doesn't make a difference.
You close the lid.
So the question is if you close the lid. So we hold halacha. We hold you we hold you to wash your hands in the bathroom, but to say a bracha you should not say a bracha. By Hasidim, if you ever see, they won't even wash their hands. The halacha is if the waste is there in the room, like if it was an outhouse and you had water in the outhouse, you're not permitted even to wash your hands in that room, because that's called there's a ruach tumah, so your hands remain contaminated. So then you're supposed to go outside that room to wash your hands. But today that there is no waste, so the ruach tumah is not there. Therefore, if you're not a chosid, you could even wash in the bathroom. even one, we're not talking about a bracha, but they will not wash in the bathroom. If you go to their home, sometimes they have where the toilet is, and they have a wall with a door. Sometimes you barely can get in and out because it's such a small area. Because you have the toilet, then you have the sink area, then you're going out of the room altogether.
Rabbi, I understand that one is not allowed to have Torah thoughts. You go to the bathroom and you have to suppress it. That I understand. But the Jews in the concentration camp in the latrine, apparently that's the only place they could daven. So
you don't have to, you're not permitted to daven.
You're not permitted to daven.
Not permitted.
But I'm not, yeah.
What are you supposed to do?
Yeah. What are you supposed to do?
What he says, you wish you could, you think about God, but you don't think the words. You're not permitted to think the words.
On the other hand,
see, Shemon Esrei, you can think the Shemon Esrei. Because that's not the Torah. This is specifically Kriya Shema. You want to visualize the Birchas Kriya Shema. Or Shemon Esrei, why not? You feel you're standing before God and, and you're thinking, forgive me, give me bracha, whatever it may be. Right? There should be nothing wrong with that. What?
Go up to Harabais. People who go up to Harabais could also do that. And they're not allowed to mouth anything because
it's not Harabais. You're mixing up everything here. You're not permitted your tummy. You're not permitted to go there. We can go to Harabais.
I'm saying the people who go to Harabais. I'm not saying you. I'm not asking you to go.
I hope you're not possible. I understand. So and if you're permitted to go there, why can't you say, you can say a bracha, you say creation, why can't you do that?
Because they won't let you. Because they put you in jail if you start mumbling words.
So don't go there. Even if you're permitted, you have to daven, so you don't go there.
Do we have a concept of schar machshava beyond the situation of onus? Meaning someone has a positive thought and doesn't follow up with the mitzvah after that. Is that any value? Just the concept of thinking about something positive.
And you truly wanted to do it. Let's say you wanted to do it and somehow you couldn't do it.
Or just even having general positive thoughts. Is there any type of...
Definitely. Definitely. What's Avos Hashem? Avos Hashem's in the heart. There's no verbalization of Avos Hashem. Right? So wanting to do a mitzvah and you can't do it, that's definitely... that's a manifestation of Avos Hashem.
The manifestation of Avos Hashem is actually doing the mitzvah. It's not
actually
it's just having a thought about it.
No, even wanting to do it, that's definitely a manifestation of Avos Hashem. All throughout the year, love God. What does that mean? That something should present itself to you, you're at His service. That's Avos Hashem.
Don't we say on Meilus Torah that if someone wants to, like his goal is to learn all of Shas, my goal is...
But not only Torah, it's everything. Everything.
Saying, and then he already dies before he's able to finish. It's almost as if
Hashem accredits you to know everything.
For whole Shas.
Not Shas, for tefillin, everything.
Just think someone's just thinking about it.
Well, you got more than just thinking.
That's like the person who's sick. The sick.
What's
Okay. What?
You have a fever and you're just not feeling so.
What's the person has a flu? He just can't daven.
He just feels like...
Can't daven, period. Can't daven. What are you supposed to do?
You feel like he could daven, or he doesn't feel, he won't have the kavanah.
So you have you have a minimum kavanah. If you're able to do it, you have to push yourself. You can't, you can't.
You're thinking about it. I don't understand why the Jews were only allowed to daven in the davening in the latrine, because on the way to the latrine or on the way back or when they were working, they could daven then, couldn't they? Why do they insist that they would?
Maybe they have the books hidden there. You know
if you can do it or not.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we left off one